Welcome to the Parsha summary for Vayetzei. There is so much that happens in this week. Let's see if we can get it all covered. The word Vayetzei means, and he went out, and we're talking about Yaakov starting on his journey. You probably remember last week in Toledot that Yaakov gets the special bracha from his father, Yitzchak, that his brother Esav really wanted, and Esav wants to hurt Yaakov a lot. So Yaakov is on the run and he is heading towards Haran to his uncle Lavan's house. Lavan, remember from the week before last, Lavan is Rivka's brother. So he's going to his uncle's house. If you think about how he's feeling right now, that he's leaving his parents' house for the first time, really on the run for his life, how do you think he feels? Like scared, mostly scared. I actually can't think of a bigger feeling than scared, except he's also feeling tired. So he decides to stop and sleep. Now, this is really always a good idea to do when you are feeling overwhelmed, is to stop. And he lays down to sleep. He makes a pillow out of rocks and he goes to sleep. And he has a dream that is a very famous dream. He dreams of a ladder that stretches to the heavens with angels going up and down. It's often referred to in English as Jacob's ladder. I usually call him Yaakov by his Hebrew name, but it is Jacob's ladder, Sulam Yaakov. And in this dream, the Almighty speaks to him. Hashem says, "Don't worry. It's going to be okay. I'm going to take care of you wherever you are. All of this land is the land of the Jewish people. There's nothing for you to worry about. I'm Hashem and I'm going to take care of you." Wow. When Yaakov wakes up, he is overwhelmed and he is thrilled. And he says, "Wow, this is a holy and special place. This place I will call Beit El, the house of Hashem." Yaakov continues on his journey from Beit El, and he stops at a well. Remember a well from a parsha a few weeks ago? Remember that this is where we found Rivka. When Yaakov gets to the well, he sees that this is a well that has a big rock on it. And the plan is that when everybody comes together with all the flocks, they all take the rock off together. But no one person can do it by themselves because it's too big and too heavy. So when he gets there, there are already like three people waiting for everyone to come together so that they can all work together to push the big rock off. He asks the people at the well, "Do you know about Lavan? I'm looking for my uncle." And they say, "Oh, that girl over there who's coming with her sheep and her flocks, goats, that is Lavan's daughter Rachel. So you can meet her." When he sees Rachel, he all by himself pushes the rock off so that he can help make sure that all of her animals get water, the same way that his mother Rivka made sure that all of the camels got water. And he asks about Lavan, and Rachel, says, "Of course, you can come back to my house." Rachel tells her father all about Lavan first, tells about Yaakov first. Yaakov goes to Lavan's house, he spends some time together, and then Lavan gives Yaakov the job of being in charge of the flocks, the sheep, the goats that Rachel was looking at before. Yaakov loves Rachel and wants to marry her. And he lets Lavan know that, "If I work for 7 years, would you let me marry your beautiful daughter that I met at the well, Rachel?" And Lavan says, "Okay, sure, we can do that." 7 years. Yaakov works and works. But it really doesn't feel like that long because he's so excited about what's going to happen at the end. He is going to get to marry the woman that he loves, Rachel. At the end of the 7 years, Lavan makes a wedding. They get married. Yaakov wakes up in the morning and looks at his wife, and it is not Rachel. Lavan switched the brides, and now he is married to Rachel's older sister, Leah. How do you think Yaakov feels right now? But a few times I've mentioned, oh, well, remember in the last Torah portion and with the well and with the... Well, now we have another remember. Remember that Yaakov switched to his father, which brother was going to get the beracha? So this isn't exactly a new problem. 7 more years of working, that's the plan, and then he will get to marry Leah. So eventually he marries Leah. He marries Leah right away, and then Rachel, and then he marries their helpers too. So now he has 4 wives. And these parents slowly start having kids. We have the first child born, Reuven. Leah is pregnant. She has a baby, Reuven. And then Shimon, Leah, Yehuda, that's her 4th son. And all of these are Leah's children. Now, Rachel is feeling pretty frustrated and upset because, as we've said, I think in every parsha video, every week's Torah portion, and if you ask your parents, the greatest thing in life is being an ima or an abba. Your parents love being your parent, and Rachel very much wants to be an ima too. When all is said and done, at the end of this Torah portion, Leah has 6 sons, 1 daughter. And Rachel has a total of 1, Yosef. And Bilhah and Zilpah also have. Bilhah has 2 sons, Dan and Naphtali. And Zilpah has 2 sons, Gad and Asher. It's a lot of children. It's a lot to stay at Lavan's house, so they decide it's time to go. Yaakov makes fun with Lavan about striped and spotted sheep and how he will have them. It's a really cool thing, but maybe I'll explain that in another video because it's really interesting and long. Finally, Yaakov is ready to go, and he takes his family, he takes his 4 wives and all of his children. And the night before he leaves, Hashem warns Lavan in a dream, do not harm Yaakov or his family. It's interesting that Hashem speaks directly to Lavan as well. When Lavan finds out that they've left, he follows them. He says, I want you back. It's a bit of a fight, but Lavan does not hurt them. Lavan and Yaakov make a peace treaty. They set up a stone, and they are on their way. It was a lot. I hope you listened to all of it. My best summaries would be, I would just go the highlights of the Torah portion of Vayetzei. Yaakov out on his own, scared, dream Hashem's going to take care of him no matter what, no matter where he goes. I find this very reassuring in our own times of trouble. Yaakov's at the well. He sees a girl. He gets very strong. He wants to marry her. He unfortunately marries Leah, although ultimately fortunately, because Leah and Rachel and Bilhah and Zilpah have children who become, well, that I'm not going to tell you yet. We'll find out next week of what happens next to Yaakov and what has now become a very big family. Shabbat Shalom.